Okay. I am seeing that Spirit has been behind the scenes working very hard to orchestrate this fated meeting that is approaching you. The person approaching you is represented by the King of Forces card in my Akashic Tarot deck. This would normally correlate to the King of Wands. So this person could have fire energy in their chart. I never really buy into the zodiac signs associated with the different suits, because my guides I always come up as the Queen of Cups, and I have almost no water energy in my chart, but I am a person who leads with their emotions, so that is why they use that. So anyway, this person could have fire energy. They might be a very creative person, they might be a decisive person. I'm seeing for some of you, they could be a life path 3, or they could have the number 3 in their birth date. 3 being the number of creation. Okay, bestie. Very specific message. All right. You might have experienced this a lot on your journey. So hopefully this will give you some context to something that maybe has confused you. Or bestie, some weird alert came across my phone trying to sync up my storage or something like that with something else and totally caught off the message. So that's a sync for somebody for sure. Anyway, something that you have likely experienced is coming into contact with people crossing your paths who do not benefit from the same level of spiritual protection that you do. So from the moment they enter your energetic orbit, they might start immediately getting hit with things energetically. And one of the reasons for this is that this person still has unfinished karma to work through. And interacting with your energy is the equivalent of pouring an accelerant on that karma that they still need to work through. And this is a good thing if they can shift their perspective and see that. If they can tap out of this ability to just blame you for everything that's happening, tap into this higher perspective, this higher wisdom, that this is an incredible opportunity. It's a shortcut. Your energy can act as this accelerant and help them clear out this pattern pretty rapidly. But whether or not that they will see it that way or accept this opportunity that's been given to them is an entirely different ordeal. So, bestie, what I'm seeing here is that this person for a long time has been trying to build something substantial. And the thing that is preventing them from reaching these lofty heights that they have been striving for is the fact that there is a weight limit on the foundation they are attempting to build this on. So anything that they build past a certain height, past a certain threshold, is going to be immediately toppled. And the reason is, until they work through this last bit of karma, whatever it is, it'll be different for everyone, that will continue to happen. So whether or not they can see the gift that your beautiful energy is to them in this time and accept it will kind of be up to them. But in the meantime, bestie, I'm getting that you might be a little bit frustrated or impatient. I'm seeing that you're probably tired of watching people get caught up in situations that are so completely avoidable and you can see them so clearly. You have this bird's eye view and you're like, bro, if you just don't do this one thing, you can get out of this no problem. It's so simple. The solution is so simple. And you're probably really used to this dynamic where people come to you because you're this accelerant, and instead of taking your help, instead of taking the opportunity, this beautiful gift from the universe that is an extra set of eyes from up high being hey, don't go down that path, don't do this, this person isn't for you, this person's a snake in your camp. If they don't listen to you, it's probably frustrating. It's probably really frustrating, bestie. Spirit, what is your advice for my collective in regards to this person? Bestie, sometimes when people come to us and they make all the wrong turns, the only thing we can do is be grateful that we know better. If this person truly knew better, if they had truly mastered this, they wouldn't be acting like that, okay? Nobody who loved themselves would make the choices that these people continually make to set themselves back and basically hobble their own leg. So have some grace, have some understanding that you too, along your journey, didn't have the level of expertise that you have right now, and you probably made some silly, easily avoidable mistakes. So when you watch other people doing the same, don't take it personally. Just use this as an opportunity to reaffirm to yourself how much you have grown, because someone is really truly struggling with this lesson and you have mastered it, and that's beautiful. That's on growth. When other people are so shrouded by their ego, that's a hard lesson that they're going to have to go through. If they cannot see past their own ego, and a lot of people can't, depending on the severity of your childhood trauma, that usually dictates like the strength of your ego. The most egoic people that I know are the people who have like the worst childhoods I've ever heard of. And it's because that ego had to crop up and form to protect them. It was a literal survival mechanism that they adapted for their horrible circumstances. So I can't really ever be too mad at people for being stuck in their ego like that, because I know that for a long time it was the only thing keeping them alive. And they're not out of survival mode yet. It takes a long time for your body and your nervous system to accept that you're no longer in survival mode and that you are safe and that you can make choices from a different place other than one of pure survival. So try to have a little bit of compassion for this person while they're going through that process, and know that regardless of the choices that they make or don't make, you're still going to be okay. Your path remains the same. And the journey can be a little bit lonely sometimes because other people can't quite get on the timeline. Even if the universe gives them these opportunities for rapid advancement, on a soul level, they're just not quite there yet. And you know what? Oh well. Doesn't mean that you're not on track, because you are. I'm seeing here that you are exactly in the energy you're meant to be in. You are taking responsibility. You are acting as a co-creator of the universe. You're kind of at the top of the hill. They're giving me this image of someone who's just like reached the top of the mountain, and you're basically just like looking down at other people trying to climb up the mountain, and you're like, do you want a hand up? Like, I'm up here, you can hook your grappling line to mine, like I can give you a little bit of an assist. And it's really just kind of on them, like whether they want that or not. So you're not doing anything wrong, bestie. You're just kind of acting as this beacon and this pillar, this lighthouse for people who are attempting to go to the same or similar place that you are, but whether or not they will accept your outstretched hand, it's just a matter of where they're at in their own soul's journey. So don't take it personally, bestie. Stay centered. And stay in this beautiful, creative power that you're in right now. You're in like a really heightened time of creative power. So maybe don't worry too much about how other people are and are not using their creative power, and just focus on what you want to create with it, because I see that like however you wield it, in whatever direction, it will be extremely powerful. So whether or not this person wants to be the lucky recipient of that power or not, you're the one holding the power, and that's a pretty darn good place to be.